students, welcome back to the lecture 4 of C++ programming. Okay, before this we have covered already 3 lectures in this. Okay, it means a major part of it has been covered. So if you haven't went through all those readings, I request you to kindly start with the beginning. Otherwise, you won't be able to understand what's going on here in this lecture. Okay, so I think we should start today's session. Okay, so this is lecture 4 and I'm Yash Srivastav. Let's begin today's lecture. Okay, so assert macro. Okay, here is a new word, assert macro. So what is this? We are going to see it in detail over here. Okay, so let's see what it's trying to say. Assert allow the programmer to explicitly type assumptions about explicitly type assumptions about expected inputs and values. Okay, so what it does, it does nothing but just it simply allows our programmer or whatever we are going to be, programmer, developer, okay, to explicitly, what we are going to do explicitly, to explicitly type assumptions. Okay, we can type assumptions about what? About what we can type the explicit assumptions about the expected input and values. Okay, this is what the function of assert. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Okay, and then second statement is just a general statement that use assert generously and it is your friend. Okay, so I don't think so it might be adding any specific value, but okay, it's okay. Then assert help us to catch bugs early during development. Okay, so here is another major function of it, that assert, what assert does, it helps us to catch bugs. The major problem in the development or for a developer or a programmer is the bugs, right? Right. And here is assert to rescue, that it helps you to catch the bugs early during during development. Okay, during early development. Okay, so meanwhile you are making the program, you will be able to catch it in the early stages only. Okay, so you won't have to search for the bug when you have completed the code and it has become too much complex. So it is quite helpful for a developer, right? Then assert is removed by pre-compiler before final release. Okay, what happens, that assert, what pre-compiler does, okay, it just removes assert, okay, when before the final release. Okay, assert is simply removed before the final release. Okay, and so no runtime penalty, therefore it doesn't take even runtime penalty. Okay, so ultimately it is proving to be a very good tool for a developer, right? As you can see, it is helping you to catch the bug. It is also removed before the pre-compiler, so no runtime penalty also. Okay, and it is also helping a programmer to explicitly type assumptions about what expected inputs and values. Okay, then use assert only to check values, do not change values. Okay, so here is a recommendation that use assert only to check values. Okay, do not use it to change the values. Okay, then that will be helpful to you. Okay, then here is a code given to you, that pseudo code, or you can say how to run this code is given to you. Okay, here you can use it like this, include assert. Okay, this is a package that you have to include while writing a C program. And okay, C and C++ both runs in C++. Okay, so need not to worry about it. Then int get value, we have declared a class over here, and what we are declaring it inside it, that index. What is index? Index is nothing at a integer data type. Okay, then here we are defining assert. Okay, what is inside it, that index value should be greater than equal to 0, and means both the cases we are comparing, and it should be less than the array size. Okay, then next comes, if array is less than 0 and or either it is less than 0, either this condition satisfies or this condition satisfied. Okay, in both the case we are going to move on. Okay, Either the index value is less than 0 or the value of index is greater than array size. What we are going to do, we are just going to return a -1. Okay, and what is written over here? It is a comment statement that it is indicating what? That the value should make sense. Okay, if performance is not concerned, then it is okay to augment. Okay, what do you mean by here? But not to replace. Assert with an extra check with that will remain in the final version. Okay, so this is what happening over here, and at the end what we are going to do, we are just simply returning the array with capacity of the index value. Okay, this is how you are going to implement it. I think it is clear now. Shall we move on? Okay. Then inheritance. Inheritance is a very common English word. Inheritance, if I talk about, okay, I am using English only. So inheritance is nothing but whatever, something that you get from your parents. Okay, that is called inheritance in English. Okay, and here what does inheritance means? We are defining simply two classes. Okay, one is a parent class and other is a child class. Okay, and this child class have the ability to access all the data present inside the parent class. Okay, so this is what the inheritance is. Okay, need not to worry. Now, subclass derived from the base class. See, this is the same thing written over here. Just it has used the subclass word in place of child class and has used the base class in place of parent class. Okay, and don't worry, if you are using that parent class and child class word, that is also correct. Okay, and here what is written? Subclass derived from the base class. Okay, so two classes should pass the ISA test. Okay, the two classes should pass the ISA test. Okay, so you might be wondering that what is this ISA test? So I would like to tell you the full form. This ISA is instruction. I stands for instruction, S stands for structure, and A stands for architecture. Okay, so I'm not going deep into it because you will be having a subject named as computer architecture and organization, or computer organization and architecture, and there we are going to talk about it in detail. Okay, so for now you just remember the full form. Okay, if someone asks you, you can tell that ISA is nothing but instruction set architecture. It is a set of instructions, okay, that are used for developing a architecture of computer. Okay, how it is being, how is it going to load the function, to store the function, all this stuff. Okay, for now you just move on learning this full form. Okay, I stands for instruction, S for structure, and A for architecture. Okay, what two classes we are talking here about? Derived class and derived class is a base class. Sorry. Okay, derived class is a base class, and both of these classes should pass the ISA test. Okay. Okay. Yes. Derived class can also be a base class. Okay. Suppose uh, this is a parent. This is a parent class, and this is a child class, and this child class is also have a child class. So ultimately for this class, what it became? It became a parent class, no? So this becomes the base class and this becomes the derived class. And if talking about this, this is a base class and this is a derived class. That's it. Okay. So what is written over here? Here it is written a simple code that class which is named as shape. Okay. And what is going inside it? Okay, this, sorry, class, and it is nothing written over here, means it is just an example that how we can write a class, and other what we are writing class circle and public shape. Okay, so this is what, this is a child class and this is a parent class. So for the class shape value is in public domain for which class? Class circle. That is what it is trying to say. Okay, I hope now no any problem is there, right? I have explained you all the things in detail, in a very detailed manner. Then last is the class hierarchy. What is class hierarchy? Means to build classes incrementally. Okay, class hierarchy means to build the classes incrementally. Okay, that's it. Using what we are going to use here? Using building blocks. Okay, what are the building blocks over here? They are here, nothing comes something like that of toy. What is there? Subclass becomes the base class for someone else. That is what I was trying to explain you over here. Okay. So all the things I have told you in a very simpler way, in a very uh, our day-to-day life applications. Okay. I hope it is clear. This is, suppose this is grandfather, this is your father, and this is you, right? That is the best example now. Okay. Then facilitates code reuse. Okay. What it helps you to reuse the code. Okay. So if you want to reuse this information over here, then you need not to write all those things over here. Just mention it as a child class of, and this as the base class. Mention it a derived class and this as a base class. Okay. I hope it is clear to you. Now let us move on, and yeah, this is time to thank you for listening me patiently. Bye bye.